Have you ever spent an hour doing makeup only to see it melting, creasing and becoming oily just in few hours? Let's start with an oily skin. If you notice your makeup looks great in the morning but very oily in the afternoon, that's because of the excess oil secreted by your skin. Our skin naturally produces oil. When too much oil is secreted by our skin, this oil will mix with the foundation and breaks it down. The real solution is proper skin preparation and choosing the right products for the oily skin. Now, let's talk about dry skin. Many people think that oily skin alone will cause the makeup problems, but dry skin can also be as challenging as the oily skin. If your skin looks tight and flaky, then the foundation will stick to these dry patches of the skin, giving uneven foundation. Have you ever noticed the foundation collecting near the nose area and the mouth area looking dry and patchy? That's often the sign that your skin requires good hydration. Long-lasting makeup usually starts with a well-hydrated skin. Using wrong products is one of the biggest mistakes I see. Similarly, a dewy foundation may look great on a dry skin but can be a very problematic for oily skin. Many people believe that more foundation is equal to more coverage. Actually, the opposite is often true. When you apply a thick layer of foundation, concealer and powder, it looks cakey and patchy. As the day progresses, those layers start moving around, shifting and melting. Professional makeup artists generally go for small quantity of foundations before they build up and create the entire look. It's much easier to build the foundation thin layers by layers rather than try to fix a patchy foundation. So if your makeup isn't lasting, ask yourself these 4 questions. Question number 1, is my skin too oily? Second, is my skin dehydrated? Third one, am I using the right products? Fourth one, am I applying too much of makeup product? Fixing these 4 issues will make sure that your makeup lasts as long as it can, up to 8 hours to 16 hours. Now let's discuss touch-up strategy. For touch-up, you need 3 products. One is a tissue paper for removing the excess oil, followed by a compact powder to dust it off. And then the last step is to use this finishing spray. So let me demonstrate that. If you have oily skin on your nose and in and around the eyebrows, all you have to do is take a tissue paper, a blotting paper, and gently dab onto your oily skin. So whatever oil is there on your skin will get immediately absorbed by this. After that, we have to freshen our face, and that can be done using a compact powder. So a compact powder should be chosen. The shade of the compact powder should be same as that of your skin. All you have to do is to take a little bit of compact powder and gently press them at the oily zone, the T-zone. So once this is done, you can finally finish it up with using a spray like this. So this is a packed micro finish spray. I just spread it like this and allow it to dry. Once it's dried, your makeup is fixed and ready to go. Now let's talk about removing the makeup. Removing the makeup soon after the event is so important to reduce any kind of skin issues later. So to remove the makeup, you can use a micellar water from Garnier and use some cotton pads to clean it. First, use the cotton pad and the micellar water to clean your lipstick. Once lipstick is completed, go and clean the eyeshadow, the eyeliner, the mascara and the entire eye makeup. Follow this by cleaning the cheeks, the forehead, the chin and also the neck regions. Once your face is very clean and tidy now, it's time to the next step called cleansing, toning, moisturizing and SPF. I'll use this toner on a pad and apply it all over my face. This toner helps to balance the SPF and moisturize the face. I'm using a tiny bit of it and applying it here. Once the toner is applied, I go for a moisturizer. Since mine is a T-zone oily area, I prefer to go with water gel moisturizer. So this is from Neutrogena and I'm going to use a tiny bit of it on my face and also on the neck region. So this is now, my skin is looking more plump and ready for the next step. During daytime makeup, always go for a SPF. So here I'm going to use a sunscreen as the last step of skincare. So this sunscreen I'm going to apply over my entire face and neck and massage it. Allow the sunscreen to be set for a few minutes before you start with the next step of makeup. The sunscreen needs little time to build that coverage and give you protection from the sun rays. After the SPF application, the first item that needs to be applied on the face is a primer. Choosing a primer is very important. Mine is a combination skin with T oily zone, so I preferably go for a smooth and blur primer, and this primer should be applied only on the areas where there are larger pores. Do not apply a primer in entire face. Choose the spots that are highlighting larger pores and then apply it. So I take a tiny bit of this silicone based primer and then I use it only on my nose and on my cheeks. Wherever I find larger pores, I use it there. So applying a primer helps the makeup to stay longer as it blocks oil from being secreted. So this is a secret of a long-lasting makeup. Once the primer is complete, now is the time to apply the foundation. So in my hand, I'm holding Born This Way foundation, which is medium beige, which suits my color perfectly. So I'm going to take a pump of it on my hand and I can apply it using a makeup foundation brush or I can use a sponge to apply it. Before I start, I will apply this dot 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 over my face and then blend it. So this foundation gives medium coverage and looks very natural in cameras. So I'm applying it all over my face, dot dot dot, and I'll be using a sponge to dab it. As you can see, the foundation is sitting so well. Why is it sitting so well on my face is because of the cleansing, toning, moisturizing, SPF application and choosing the right primer. These 5 will contribute towards a long-lasting makeup. Once this foundation application is completed, you can seal the foundation using a makeup fixer. This will help the layers beneath the foundation to stay at their own place. Otherwise, it will get moved. So I use this makeup fixer spray to set my base. Another alternative to a fixing spray is the loose powder. So you can always use a loose powder and dab it across your face, especially near the oily region and T-zone, so that the makeup doesn't move. This helps building proper foundation for the next steps like eye makeup, blush, etc. So if you don't have a finishing spray, go for a loose setting powder and get the setting done. I'm back with the complete makeup done. As you can see, your foundation is evenly applied without looking cakey or patchy. Thanks to the primers, the setting spray and the powder that has fixed the makeup so well. And if you follow these rules, you will get a long-lasting makeup. If you learned something new, then like, share and subscribe to my channel.